So I just got done watching WWE's NXT Takeover and AEW's Dynamite. I did not know until a little while ago when I was prepping my TV for NXT, because I had planned to watch it since I didn't go to a meeting tonight. So what I had chosen to do was watch NXT on TV and AEW online. Because of the fact that, I have hearing problems, as I stated in the previous video. But it was so awesome to hear two of my all-time favorite commentators, JR Jim Ross and Tony Schiavone. But to me, they are both legendary, bar none. I think AEW had the better showing tonight. They crowned a new, it would be no, the inaugural AEW Women's Champion. But in the first match, there was a match between Cody Rhodes and I forget the name of the other guy. But he had his own YouTube channel. That was a good match. Cody Rhodes ended up winning the match. Then Chris Jericho, I think, interfered following that. I forget the rest of the events because I was going back and forth between both programs. And NXT was good. It was good tonight. Just wish NXT would have had a new women's champion. But I'm glad that Adam Cole retained his NXT title. But really, I kind of had fun going back and forth between two wrestling promotions, one on TV and one online. The reason why I watched one online is because I did it through my cable provider. So it's kind of like having two TVs at in one setting. But AEW really surprised me tonight. It was one of the best shows I've seen in a long time. But it was, like I said, it was especially refreshing to hear Tony Schiavone. I have not heard him in a long time, and I'm surprised that Eric Bischoff, who I believe is now taking over SmackDown as an executive producer, probably won't see him on screen, but I know he's friends with Tony Schiavone because Tony Schiavone used to be one of the commentators for Monday Nitro and I believe Thursday Thunder as well, back in the WCW days. So it was definitely awesome to hear his voice again, and even to hear Jim Ross. Excalibur did a good job as a commentary table as well. But the match that really interested me the most was the women's match, where Riho, if I'm pronouncing her name right, won the inaugural AEW Women's Championship. And that was cool. I was rooting for her. AEW did not disappoint me whatsoever. It absolutely did not. So I think I'm going to probably be watching it every Wednesday now that I have more choices. Not only that, AEW will probably most likely be on when I get back, from my meetings on Wednesday nights. I didn't go tonight because I'm still battling that cold. Haven't been able to make a move yet because of that, because I don't want to get people sick, so that's why I'm still here. But AEW is having a replay going on now. It's the first match, Cody Rhodes, and like I said, I forget the other guy's name. It's going to take me time to get used to all these wrestlers. The ones I know is Cody Rhodes, obviously, Pac, who used to be Neville on WWE when he was a Cruiserweight champion on 205 Live, who called himself the King of the Cruiserweights. Jack Hager, formerly known as Jack Swagger, chimed in at the end of the program, basically doing an assault on Chris Jericho and the Young Bucks opponents in their 6-man tag match. I normally don't make reaction videos to wrestling programs, but tonight I just thought, would make a reaction to the first episode of TNT Dynamite. AEW did not disappoint me whatsoever. However, I don't think AEW will ever dethrone WWE. I don't see it. But we should keep Vince on the edge of his seat. Because one wrong move, Vince knows this. One wrong move, and people might start jumping ship from the WWE to AEW, and that's all it takes is one bad move. In my opinion, and it's strictly my opinion, I have friends who boycotted the WWE back in when Money in the Bank happened, and she wasn't able. One of them wasn't able to watch that night because she had login issues, trying to log into her WWE Network account and couldn't. And so I gave her the results on each individual match as they happened. And when I told her that Brock Lesnar won the Money in the Bank ladder match, she was not happy at all. And she said, "You know what? I'm done with the WWE." So she went on a 3 or 4 month boycott. And when she heard that Brock lost the title again to Seth Rollins, she was back in the game of watching WWE. So she has told me that if Brock Lesnar becomes champion again, she's going to be done with the WWE because Brock Lesnar is not a fighting champion, which contradicts Paul Heyman's reigning, defending, undisputed champion. If Brock Lesnar was truly a defending champion, he would be fighting it out week after week or every month when he's supposed to. Not take 3 to 4 months layoff, because that itself ruins the product of wrestling. What is the point of being a champion if you're not going to be a fighting champion? And I admire Kofi Kingston putting his title on the line against Brock Lesnar. And I just, to me, Brock Lesnar has done nothing lately to deserve a title match. Everybody else has to earn their way, but Brock Lesnar just shows up and he's given it a match. And that's one of the things that really makes me want to turn off the TV and think, you know what, because Brock Lesnar's not going to be a fighting champion. I know it, everybody else knows it. It would be a mistake if Brock Lesnar wins the WWE title Friday night. And like some of my friends who maintain their boycott with the WWE have said it, tonight, when AEW, while watching AEW, if Brock wins the title on Friday, they'll kiss the WWE ship goodbye. I would really hate to agree with her when doing that, but I can understand where she's coming from. And Brock Lesnar needs to, if he's going to be a champion, he needs to be defending it more often, not when he wants to. When John Cena was champion, he defended it every month. Well, we do it as he was required. He didn't just go, oh, I'm the champion, I could take 3 months off and blah, blah, blah. Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, even Kofi Kingston, Seth Rollins. These are all fighting champions. Brock Lesnar is not a fighting champion, not by any stretch of means. So, I said it on Twitter, and I'll say it again. It would be a colossal mistake if Brock Lesnar becomes champion. That's all I'm going to say about that. Everybody can have their opinions. Wrestling could be one of those slippery slopes, between friends and family. I have lost friendships over wrestling. I've had family stop watching wrestling with me just because I disagree with some of their views. But anyway, as far as my grade goes with the AEW, it's an A. 100%. Everything was fantastic tonight. So, kind of makes me get excited for next week's episode, which I will have to watch the replay when I get home from my meeting. So, having said that, I'm going to end this video on that note. AEW really did put on a good show and put an excellent commentary panel there. Tony Schiavone, JR, Jim Ross, and Excalibur, those guys really nailed it tonight. And like I said, it was refreshing to hear Tony Schiavone, who I hadn't heard in years. So that itself was a treat there. Glad to see he's back in the back on TNT and at the commentator's desk. Really, really glad to see that. So but that's where I stand. I want to remain loyal to WWE, but there's got to be a lot of changes that need to be made. And having Brock Lesnar being a champion isn't one of them. The WWE does not need Brock Lesnar. They were doing just fine without him. But that's my opinion. Everybody has their own. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think about AEW if you watched tonight. I would like to hear your thoughts and comments and see where, if we align in our, perspectives on it, or if we have sharp disagreements. And it's okay to disagree, but don't make it to the point where you feel like you gotta get, making threats and whatever, because those kind of comments, I'm deleting them. And I don't think any, YouTube creators should have to put up with that. And it's sad where you gotta look at certain videos and then you see comments are disabled. So I hope I never have to use that. But that's why I'm gonna, to keep it civil. It's okay to disagree. It would be a boring world if everybody agreed on the same thing. But just don't cross that line or things get taken too far. So with that, have a great rest of the evening, and I will see you in my next video.